Record right now. And here we go.
This meeting is being recorded.
Hey everybody, welcome to this week's presentation. This is Stefan, and I have today as our guest Mr. David Walker out of Boston, Mass. And David is actually my financial advisor and is also, and what we're going to discover today, has also prepared an entire cocktail, I guess you could call it, for myself and for my family. And so I'm really excited about this, these modules that we're going to give to you today in this format. And with that said, I'd like to introduce David Walker. David, would you please say hello to everybody and please give them your background?
Well, thank you, Stefan. It's my pleasure to be here. I am an attorney, so that's probably the most important thing right now is that I'm an attorney. I've spent the last 15 years doing asset protection in the way of estate planning, making sure that your personal things are in order, and then stepping up from there, doing the professional arrangements to make sure that your professional assets are protected as well as your personal assets. And then as well as doing the wills, trust, financial planning, and all the things that go into that whole picture of being an estate planner. Now, my background is business. I started as an investment banker in Houston back in the late 80s, early 90s. And then I started doing trading on Wall Street with Fidelity Investments, and I was with them for 6 years. Now, my education background goes back further than that, and that is I started at University of Houston, which is Houston is my hometown, and then was transferred to California with Fidelity, and then I finished my education with at Pepperdine University out in beautiful Malibu. Finished that up, and then Fidelity shipped me across country to the East Coast to the Boston area. I worked for them for a couple of years in their premium services department, doing all sorts of high finance, trust, estate arrangements, charitable arrangements in that category. And then from there, I became an independent advisor to local financial advisors there. And we handled securities and things like that for those local advisors. I later went to law school with the intention of practicing estate planning. I had a great mentor out of New Hampshire and stayed with him for 6 years before opening my own gig in 2013 in Massachusetts. And that's where I am today. And that's what I've done there for the last 12 years. So anyway, so that's my background. Now, as far as credentials, as I said, I'm a licensed attorney practicing in Massachusetts, but I have clients all over the country. We do business everywhere, including out of the United States. So I can loan my expertise to anyone who's looking to set up entities and organizations to protect their assets. Now, I have an extensive background in offshore planning as well. I'm one of the few attorneys and advisors that you're going to talk to who've been in Panama, who've been in Belize, who've been in Luxembourg, in Belgium, in all of these offshore planning locations that you read about online, and you even have advisors online talking about them, but very few have been there to establish local ties to the community. I've been in Belize. I know the officials there. I know the lawyers there. I know the bankers there. If you decide to go that route, then I'll go in a lot more detail with that, but that's not necessary right now. But just know that I don't only talk the talk, but I walk the walk, and I've been there, and I know how to do it on a first-hand basis, so I can help you with that. I hope that was enough, Stefan.
That's fantastic. Yeah, thank you so much for that. So